Good afternoon. Could we please take our seats? We want to get going very shortly. Great. Well, welcome, and thank you all for coming. I know there are lots of very interesting side events going on at this time, so thank you for choosing this one. We're very glad to have you here. My name is Tom Beck, and I am the Resilience Secretariat Director for USAID, which is an effort to coordinate and integrate our resilience functions. And I bring greetings from Nancy Lindborg, the Assistant Administrator from USAID, who was scheduled to be here but could not attend. I want to thank IFPRI for obviously organizing this terrific conference and for giving us the opportunity to have this side event. I also want to give a big thanks to Sunday Bridget Jones from Rockefeller, who's played a very large part in pulling this together. So again, thanks for coming. I bring warm welcomes from the Administrator of USAID, Raj Shah, and from the President of Rockefeller, Judith Roden. The run of show today will be quite simple. We will first hear some opening remarks from Ashvin Dayal, who is the Vice President and Managing Director for Asia for the Rockefeller Foundation. We'll then move into our panel discussion on innovations in building resilience. We'll try and do that for around 45 minutes, and then we'll break for questions and answers. We do have a very hard stop now at 4:15. I know many of us will be going to the opening session, and there are logistical reasons why we need to do that on time. So we'll try and, again, a very hard stop at 4:15. I want to just mention to our panelists that we do have a timekeeper, and so she is in the back, and keep your eyes out for keeping on time. We're really here today because building resilience is a very high priority of both the Rockefeller Foundation and USAID. And for over 2 years, our two organizations have been exploring how we can help build the resilience of those most vulnerable people who are at great risk due to the increasing shocks and stresses that I'm sure we're all aware of. I think we're also all aware of the costs that these events are having on vulnerable populations. I think it's been estimated by the World Bank that 1 of every 3 development dollars over the past several decades has been lost due to these events. But I think even more important has been the loss of livelihoods, the loss of stability in regions, the loss of general well-being of populations. So I think our two organizations are very concerned and dedicated to seeing how we can do business differently, how we can actually start to think about ways forward that will help solve some of these very difficult problems. So we brought this distinguished panel together this afternoon to look at some ways, solutions, some possible tools, methods, and best ideas for helping advance the resilience agenda. So we want to hear from the panel what they think has worked, what could work to, again, advance this agenda. And then, again, we will welcome your questions and comments at the end. This is very much, and we're very appreciative that you're here. This is very much a learning experience for our two organizations, and we will very much take to heart your comments and suggestions. So without further ado, I will turn it over to Ashvin.